Yo, excuse me. Yo, what's up, guys? It's Nick here with Raw Day Trading, and I am here to wrap up today. It's a little later in the afternoon. It's 4:14 at the moment, but I'm wrapping up today, 9/11, September 11th, 2024. Shout out to the memorial. Always remember. And the market today was a bit interesting. I haven't seen this action commonly in a while. It kind of just drifted down and then ended up drifting right back up and just kept going. And so it's finishing near, not quite at all-time highs, but towards that direction. The small cap action, what I was involved in was short-lived but solid opportunities. A couple examples I will jump into right here. Let me just bring over my chart that I use for this nonsense. And okay, APDN. This was the one, if you guys were remembering, the monkeypox stock, and one of the monkeypox stocks. And there was no monkeypox news today, none whatsoever, but this name was just moving because it had company-specific news. I didn't think anything of it. I thought it would be a little bit limp-dicked, but I knew people were going to be watching it. So I had it out on the corner of my eye, especially because this is very key. Nothing else more important was going on at the open. It was just this one and then another wild stock that I did not want to trade. And so this one seemed most accessible for how I trade, and I traded it. I made 250 on it pretty quickly, and then I backed off. It did this move as it was breaking 57 here. I saw it. VWAP was about at 1.61 or so. It's just not on this chart of mine because I use it for the daily. I don't want to see it on the daily. And then it broke up to there, had a little bit of move up to 0.7, and then joshed around to 0.75 and to 1.8, and I was able to make some money on that. Nothing crazy. Then the other one that I did all right on was the CNEY, and that one I found some opportunities throughout the morning. As you can see here, it gave a couple opportunities under $1, but I did not trade it until it got above 1. I did not want to touch it. I did not want to see it. And then once it got above 1, it made some pretty significant moves up into a halt and then up again into that. So I traded out of this halt right here after it got above 1. It spun around for a second there. Got a little bit worried it was going to halt back down, but it ended up not and halting up. And I traded it a couple times throughout there, trying to mitigate my risk. And then this move right here, I had alarms on it and triggered its alarm once it jumped above like 115 or so. I got in, started trading as it held here. Actually, wait, no, that was the later. Was this the later in the day trade? No, I think I traded this move, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Yeah, as it was breaking the 139 and then up into 150. So traded that, got some nice action there. I was not trading with large size at all. I actually made money on it and then ended up shutting down my size to just 1,000 shares. And for such a low price name, that's basically, you win or lose maybe like $60 on a big trade or something, or on like a large move trade if you're, if you're holding for a second, but most of the action was like plus one or 2 cents each way. AILE, let's see if we can see anything here. This was a move from yesterday, a continuation off of this move. It was going up into a gap fill level. Let's see if we can get the daily chart up here. It was basically just attacking this 178 level. As it started kind of moving, consolidating up here, I was jumping in and popping up or riding it up for the anticipated move. And then This one, QH, I did very poorly. It was another continuation name on. I'm only down $70 or $46 on it, but I was down about 150 at one point, which was kind of disappointing because it did have a couple opportunities here. The first that I tried to jump in was this one right here, as it was coming up to 7 on at just after 7. Popped up here. I hesitated too long, and I think I got in somewhere. Fuck, where was it? Oh, it was this one right here. So I hesitated too long. This got reversed. I got in at this point right here at about 98, and it just kind of flushed on me. I was getting out in the 90s, the low 90s, so like 190 or so, and I lost $100 or so. Then I lost another $100, and I was waiting. I made it back when it came up to here and started breaking high, which was through VWAP and all that other sense. So that was the broad overview of my day. We're going to go into some video now. Get some trading examples. I have to go through some clips just on my own, and I'm going to take you with me. A little study session as we do here on Raw Day Trading. Let me just close out that. We don't need that any longer. I was done pretty early today. I was up about I'm up over 8. I'm up at 820, 819 after expenses. So I was up maybe like 850, 860. Good, moderated, accurate trading today. Not taking any crazy risks, and a lot of my trades were connecting. I really appreciated that, and it just is what it is. Today was a good day. Nice, decent day. Let's go now to the trades. So sit back and watch the open here. Oh, the PLC was that other wild stock that I did not trade well. Actually, I did not trade at all. So little inside baseball here. BCTX, it had this consistent run straight up into the open basically, and then it was breaking trend line right here. Opens, and it just fails. I didn't even think about taking a trade on that. I had zero confidence in this whatsoever. Maybe if it had started hitting like 210, breaking highs, whatever, I might have thought about it. BKYI also looked kind of promising. Maybe not as much as the shorts daydream as BCTX was, but BKYI ends up obviously just going lower and lower and lower, straight out the open with no idea of a bounce. And I was glad I did not take anything there. APDN, I have on this side chart over here on the left side of my screen. It's not even showing, but I have the level 2 up. That was one I was like taking a couple chip shots on. I was not sure about anything out the open. What I did want to focus on was this PLCE. I got it. I saw it as it was halting up here. Obviously that chart isn't the best looking thing. It's a little bit higher priced. I'm not as good at trading these, but I'm open to taking shots at them and learning. Maybe with slightly smaller size, or at least knowing I might get roughed up with normal size. Just as you got to learn it at some point. I have to learn it. It's just where I'm going, baby. And AILE. Not a whole lot going on. And in fact, the first note I have in here yeah, and then look what happens to PLCE. PLCE just reversed this year. Out this halt a little bit. Let me see. Yeah. Okay, so even if I was thinking about trading, this type of action is just annoying to me. Yeah, the spreads are so difficult to manage. But, you know, that's an excuse. I can do better than that excuse. Oh, shit. I forgot to do what I was going to do. Why I went to Whole Foods in the first place. Damn it. I really needed to get cash for because I wanted to get a haircut. I'm recently single. I wanted to get a haircut. And I forgot to get cash at Whole Foods. Whatever. APDN playing along with me right there. Grateful for that. PLCE holding, chopping, and holding with big sellers up there. Not something I wanted to fight. I was thinking about it for a second, and it ends up going, but I did not have it in me to fight with that name. I've found easier stuff to trade. Which is not always great. Look at that. It had plenty of. I want to see what I could have done here, actually. Okay, so 8, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that dip, I can kind of see where it would get bought. It was the first of its type. The candle hadn't closed yet. You could have got in the mid 70s. Still holding. It would be sketchy at this point. But then you would kind of feel more confident right there as it got bought back up to the 90s. 96. Looking to get back. No, actually not looking to get back out. I'd be holding here. There it is. Getting out right around there would be perfect. Oh, and it would be too soon, but that's okay. A couple notable things about that dip. It was the first major dip of that run up in that strong green buying sequence, giving a little bit of relief to the sellers who went short, and providing opportunities to those who wanted to go long. Okay, 9:48. We're going to jump to the notes, see if I can get this video done quickly. Halt resumption on CNEY. Alright, so now, see if I can zoom in here. Actually, not see if I can, I'm just going to zoom in here. CNEY. Halt is going to resume in 5 seconds. Alright, where am I at? Buy right there. Oh, it keeps hesitating. Looks like I'm going to take an L here. But I keep holding, keep holding, keep holding. And it keeps building. And I get out at break even, and then it goes. I'm thinking, okay, that's got to be done now. It's not dead. And I'm I'm kind of how you say chicken shit. I'm looking at this. This is not my fuerte. These halts are not my strong suit, and this is not a fantastically crazy market where stuff is halting up and just going higher and higher and higher. So, give me 1 second. Hello? Hi, Vicky. How you doing? What time? Do you have any appointments later in the day or later in the day this week? Or just later in the morning because I have a lot work stuff. Yeah, 11 tomorrow. 11:30 tomorrow. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'll see you guys at 11:30 tomorrow. Yeah, perfect. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Vicky. See you. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye. Appreciate you. Good night. My dentist. Um. Okay. So, and now it's breaking or testing, looking like it is going to break highs. If I bought there, I'd be weary, but still holding. Ooh, now I would be selling. And then I would be buying again right here. Ooh, and then selling. Buy. It's not right. Sell. Oh, nice buy right there. Yeah, I got a great fill on that one. Now it really looks like it's going to sell. Nope. Looks like, yep, and I buy right there. Kind of sketched out because it's not going immediately. Couple nice 1 cent winners there. I'm just riding that. Okay. Ooh, and I lose on that one. That's no good. And well, I missed that. I missed that big rip up to 17. It would have been nice. But yeah. Okay. While I didn't take advantage of it as much as I could have, I did a decent job on it, and I'm going to leave it at that. Interesting. Huh. Oh no, that makes sense. Okay. Um, 1008, same L on the QH. Let's go to 1008 now. Okay, so this is what I was pointing out before on QH, the one I said I shouldn't have taken an L on. We get the level 2 up here, but it's mainly a chart pattern that Okay, so QH is this one right here. And the level 2 for it is up here. It's testing VWAP right there. And I'm waiting for a dip, preferably to 2. But that's 2. And I get in, and now it's below 2, which is a red flag. But what's even more of a red flag is how it's rejecting here and how it reversed. And how there's a big bid there, and now it just blows through the big bid. I should have been cutting right there at the latest. Or there. Or there. Or there. Or there. Or there. Cut. Okay. I cut there. That actually wasn't terrible. I thought it was worse. Do I take another trade on it? Which one did I think I lost on? Oh, I think I take another trade right here. So a lot of times the market makers will bait dip traders in by propping up the bid on these dips to where it looks juicy, and then they just pull the bid once someone buys. And so I think that's what I go through right here. I think I got confident because I didn't get hurt that bad on the last trade. Oh no, I was good about not taking it, it looks like. So I was down $80. Wasn't amazing, but you know. From up 400 to down to 366, not a big deal. I will live. Okay. But as you can see, this is the pattern there. It wasn't quite what I thought had happened, but it was a loss. That's fine. I did everything I was trying to do. I could have cut a little bit earlier, but I was good. Okay, let's go to 1029. Going to 1029. The notes on this is 1029. First thing that comes to mind is the close of the half hour. And then CNEY highlight. Oh yeah, okay, so it's this one. I remember I saw this smacking up against this 116 level wall. I traded it a few times, and it had been getting sold. Actually, let's do an adjustment here. Actually, that's right. CNEY. Yeah, CNEY. This one right here. Okay. So it's smacking up against this wall. Smack, 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 and then it's starting to give signs that it's going to be breaking. It gives a nice solid candle into it, and it's doing a little pullback here underneath. And I'm waiting for a little bit more of a pullback, maybe to the 1312 area. Doesn't seem like it's going just yet. And I buy. And voila, I get filled from 16 to 25, 20.5, or from 116 to 120.5, 116 to 120 basically. I catch a nice 4 cents, but then it keeps on going, and it goes to halt before I can get back in. Gonna do a nice clip champ. Okay. And then let me reposition this now for the QH trade. Go to 31. So sometimes when these trades start to go at the same time, they are inversely correlated. Sometimes they go at the same time, and they're correlated, and sometimes they go like one right after each other. This is one of the examples of the trades that went one after the other, as in QH goes right after CNEY. And so the level 2 here is QH right here, and QH is this chart over here on the right-hand side. And it had already made an attempt one time to VWAP. It had made a pretty concerted attempt here. And then I had tried a couple times. The action I found was very deceptive and very tricky, not really what I was used to. I'd buy places where I thought were good and they weren't good. And then it would go back up when I cut and when I got rid of my position. And then when I wasn't expecting it to go up, it went up. Like, for example, this kind of attack of the two, I should have been more aggressive here. Could have been more aggressive. Especially as it's pushing 99. Pretty obvious right there. And it's pretty obvious that the market makers are slipping on the control of the name. And then voila, goes up to 2.6, 2.8, 2.08. And I dare say I might have even got in right there, 2.05. But I was waiting for a little dip. Waiting for the dip. Waiting for that dip. 210 would have been a little aggressive. Maybe if it hit 211, I might try it. But it'd be too risky, especially with this name. And then this is, I think, where I shine nicely. It's dipping. It's showing hesitation. But I want to see it really dip. I'm thinking this is the right place for it. And I'm like, wow, that's too much. This has got to go back up. Now, it doesn't actually have to go back up, but in my head, I'm like, this is a good spot for it to bounce from. I was thinking that's a little aggressive for the strength we just saw on the upside. If I were short, I would be scared of it. I would be wanting to stop out down here. And now it's looking like it wants to fail. That is a bearish chart pattern for all intents and purposes. So let's watch it, but I'm holding. I could be wrong here, and I'm ready to bail at any given second. But it keeps going, and I'm like, okay, I want to see it back up to 210. I don't know if I'll wait that long, but I want to see it back up there. 7, 8, and I cut it at 8. So from 2 to 2.202 to 207 was that trade. Only 5 cents. I could have waited a little bit longer and held out for the move, but I cut it at when it retested at VWAP, locking in the profit. At this point, it put me up 700 before fees. And it just explodes higher. And me, I was wishing I was in that explosion higher. But c'est la vie, I was not. All right. Let's go to 1047. So CNEY, this stock right here, kind of was just trapping people. And this is a great example. It was pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. I kept thinking it was going to explode higher, but it was too incremental. And so part of me was like, oh yeah, it keeps like pushing higher, pushing higher. But on this 5-minute chart, all I'm seeing is it's closing below this daily support level at about 125, or daily resistance level about 125. It can't really close above it. These candles are just showing me indecision. It's just high volume indecision and selling, but then the stock gets bought up from the lows, and I'm like, I don't know. And so I'll trade it a little bit, but I'm very skittish on it. I don't think it's going to go higher. Not bullish for the long term. And there's a nice little pop. It's getting some buying volume. Pops up to touch the previous high right there, and then just totally reverse off of it, creating a nice little trap there. That's what I want to show you. It had great 1-minute trap volume, as in it was higher, but the red candles started to outnumber the green candles. I told you previously how I saw this 5-minute chart up here, and it all kind of just set up. Wasn't super strong feeling for a nice reversal there. All right. So that's my day today. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and peace out.